It's me again from this angle that so many of you loved. Just got a call from my sister and she said that there is a duck in a pond and all the ducks around it appear to be moving and looking good and eating and swimming, and this duck is like for the last 2 hours just not moving. So what can I do? Literally nothing. But her camera can't zoom in far enough to see if it's alive, and with her eyes she cannot tell. So I have this beast of a camera. I'm gonna go just like use my lens to see if it's even alive. Is it alive or is it just dead in the pond? But if it is and it needs my help, how the hell do I get to it? It's in a freaking pond. I'll show you guys when we get there. See what we can see together. All right, I'm out here. I'm out here at the infamous duck. And I just took a picture of it. You wanna see the duck? You wanna see the duck that's stuck on the pond that can't get free? I'll show you. You see it? You see the duck? You see it? Because all these ducks are over here and she's like, they're moving, but it's not moving. I think it's dead. It is a wine bottle. Yeah. I love having shorter hair, dude. I cannot even tell you, like, it is just so nice. I know that everybody wants me to grow my hair out. You guys don't understand. It doesn't. It can get thicker, it can get shinier, it can get healthier, but I have a growth point and that growth point is here. Little kid, didn't cut my hair for 10 years. It doesn't matter, it won't grow longer than this. So I can make it better with supplements and healthier and shinier and all that kind of stuff. Shampoos and all that are great, but I'm just accepting it and it is what it is. So I'm on day 6 of no social media. If you guys watched my last video, I put up a video talking about how I'm addicted to social media and I am trying to completely quit. I have not scrolled social media in 6 days and it has been really nice. I do find that the last day, yesterday and today, have been harder for me. I find that my brain is like, okay, we're done with this cold turkey nonsense. Let's go, let's scroll. So my brain really wants me to scroll and I'm not going to. I bought an embroidery kit, another one from Amazon. I'm actually gonna have this one linked down below if you guys wanna buy it. It's so cute. I've only done like a third or quarter of it so far. It is gonna be so effing cute when it's done. I cannot. I'm so excited to do this and I love this stitch. The stitch is really easy to just like kind of get lost in. It's not one of those stitches that's like very difficult. It's sort of like really easy to just kind of thoughtlessly embroider. So yeah, I'm gonna have it up on the screen obviously, but I'm also gonna have it linked down below. So cute, I'm absolutely loving it. Today I'm going to be doing my Evie kit. If you guys don't know Evie, they're actually the sponsor of today's video, which is so awesome because you guys know, I am very, very in tune with my own health and always trying to find ways to figure things out, make things better. So I'm very excited to partner with Evie. If you guys don't know who they are precision healthcare for your vaginal microbiome. What they say is they are on a mission to close the gender health gap. And this is pretty cool. So today I'm gonna actually do the test and send it in. And then in the next video, when my results come back in, I will give you guys my results and let you know what what they said. So like I said, it is an at-home vaginal microbiome testing kit and a clinical care platform. It's designed to help women finally get answers about their vaginal health. And then they can access precise clinician-reviewed prescription care based on those results. So you have a swab test that you do at home. With that single swab that you do at home, and then send in Evie tests for over 700 bacteria and fungi, including microbes that can be associated with vaginal discomfort, odor, dryness, irritation, recurrent BV or yeast-like symptoms. I mean, this is the internet and I overshare a lot, but I used to get recurrent BV. I don't know what stopped, but something changed. I don't know. This would have helped me. UTIs and urinary discomfort, fertility-related microbiome patterns, and microbiome shifts during perimenopause and menopause, which is what I am the most interested in because I am 38 now and I am in that perimenopause range of my life where I do notice huge fluctuations in my hormones each month and how I'm reacting to things and how my body is experiencing things as I get a little bit older. And so it is important to me that I am kind of keeping up to date on all of that. There's also an optional add-on for STI testing if you need it. So like I said, I'm interested because I'm in the age of perimenopause right now, which is insane to say because I literally just feel like I just turned 30 and now I'm like 2 years away from 40. During perimenopause, declining estrogen can lead to real diagnosable vaginal changes, and that's got thinning of the vaginal tissue and shifts in the vaginal microbiome, which can contribute to symptoms such as dryness, itching, burning or irritation, recurrent UTIs or infections, odor and discharge changes, pain during sex. Like there's so many different things. The symptoms can be common, but they're not something that people should just be told to live with, you know? If they're making you uncomfortable or, you know, hurting your quality of life, then we need to get help. So after you get your results, what happens next? Well, then at that point, if eligible, an Evie affiliated clinician will review your results alongside of your symptoms, your age, your hormonal stage, etc. Then they can evaluate for conditions like bacterial vaginosis or vaginal atrophy. If it's appropriate for your care, the clinicians can prescribe vaginal estrogen. I've done so much research weirdly about vaginal estrogen, and it's really interesting. Knowing all these things can help you feel supported and seen and not just brushed off, because that can happen. I mean, it's happened to me millions of times. I don't know about you guys, but you hear of this all the time. So I will let you guys know what mine says. I'm gonna do this swab today, send it in, and it's really easy to do. Let me show you what the kit looks like. So this is it right here. And when you open it up, it says the female body should not be a medical mystery. And I agree. You've got your code on the inside to activate, and then they send you the swab and test kit right here. So I'm gonna go do this. And then you just put this back in here. There's an information booklet here and it teaches you how to do everything. It can walk you through the whole process. This is actually the box that you're gonna send back. So you've got your little strip here. You peel this off, close this back up with your sample on the inside, and then it's got a prepaid label on the back for you. So you just ship it right off and then you'll get your results. If you guys are interested in checking out Evie, I'm gonna have the link down in the description of this video, but you guys can use my code RawBeautyKristi10 for 10% off of your first purchase up to $25. And I thank you so much to Evie for sponsoring today's video. I just think this is such a cool product and I'm really excited to find out my results. And so stay tuned, subscribe, and you guys can see what my results are coming up. I think it'll be next month realistically, but it'll be great because then we can go through it together and see if there's anything that I need to do or change or if everything's looking good. So I'm interested to see. So now I need to go check on my seedlings out in the greenhouse. It's pouring down rain today. I can't even begin to tell you. You know, I know that I have like seasonal issues, but it's so day to day that like if it's a sunny, beautiful, blue, fresh day outside, I'm a happy lady. If it is the way that it is today, I feel like, well, I guess life is pointless. And it's literally based on something completely that nobody has any control over, the weather. I need to just relax a little bit. Then I'm gonna sit down and do some pottery. I have a bunch of glazing to do. I bought a bunch of glazes from Seattle Pottery Supply. These are not underglaze. So the difference is normally when I am doing glazes that I've done so far, I'm using underglaze, which is essentially, if you don't know, it is like a colored clay basically, and you paint it on like paint and you can do like detailed things with it. And then you cover that in a clear glaze and then you fire it. This is glazes. So this is like, I chose the color pink and I put the pink glaze on. There's no underglaze at all. So there's no clear glaze that goes on top. It is simply just the glaze from the manufacturer. And I got a few different Amico ones. I'm gonna give them a try and see how they work. I've never used them before, but I wanna make a bunch of makeup brush holders because with pottery, I want it to be functional. So obviously like mugs and things like that, you know I love a good mug, have a million of them. And I'm making a ton of mugs, don't get me wrong. But I also wanna offer you guys makeup brush holders that are really cute and that can sit on your little table or vanity, and you can enjoy them and know that they were handmade with love. And so yeah, I'm making a bunch of different ones and testing out a bunch of different colors. So I'm probably gonna try throwing like 10 if I can, really good, nice size makeup brush holders. And I've got some smaller ones because everybody has a different amount of makeup brushes. Not everybody has 6,000 like I have. Most people have probably like 10, you know, or 5. So it'll be perfect. And I've got this, I'm gonna make cute little makeup brush holders, and you can put some like beads in them or beans or rice or whatever you want to kind of hold them up, and then stick them in. So yeah, I've got a couple that I glazed the other day with a pink color. It's called Cherry Blossom from Amico. And then I've got another one that I just did called Obsidian. And this one is cool because it has like these little green crackles in it. I can't fire them together though, because that one needs to be fired at cone 06, and cone 06 is way less hot than cone 6. And the difference is quite staggering. The other day, because of Patreon, actually, I say that because of Patreon, because I wouldn't have been able to justify such an expensive purchase if I didn't have Patreon, which the support from you guys over there is like, it's already so invaluable to me. You are the reason over on Patreon that I was able to justify buying a Giffen grip. It's a thing that sits on top of your pottery wheel that centers your pots perfectly instantaneously. Normally what you have to do is like put your pot on, tap it to center, and like get it perfectly centered. And if you don't, it can like ruin all the hard work that you did. So it's really frustrating. But a Giffen grip, it was like $250. You literally just set your pot in the center and close it, and they all close in at the same time, and it like perfectly centers your pot for trimming. And it's so great. However, I did notice that the Giffen grip, when it's on top of your wheel, it throws clay everywhere because it raises the height of your wheel head. And so I just have clay all over the ground. So then I took a piece of something that I found in the garage that Zach had, and I was like, oh my God, and it was so frustrating. So you're gonna see me trimming with that thing on, but I did buy a little like trim guard. It's not the actual trim guard from Giffen grip because that's like $50. I just bought like $13 one from Amazon, and it just sticks on the back of my wheel, and then it'll catch my trimmings, so I don't have to have this big ugly piece of crap from my garage sitting there. So anyway, let's go trim some pots. God, I love this tool. It works so nice. Yeah, this is a little too dry. I'd like it to be more leather hard. You don't want to trim dry pottery. Actually, I should spray this a little bit. You don't want to trim dry pottery because you don't want to breathe in clay dust. It can give you silicosis in the long term, which is a really, really brutal way to die. It's like, it's sort of akin to like how asbestos causes mesothelioma. Breathing in clay dust can cause silicosis, and you do not want silicosis. So it's just smart to trim your clay when it's leather hard, to not breathe in clay dust, to not sand your clay. It's really not a good idea. I cannot begin to explain to you how much faster that is than trying to center it yourself. It's just an unbelievably faster. And what's cool is I can flip this over and trim the top. It's so nice. Like I cannot stress it enough. So thank you guys for joining my Patreon, because you really not enabled me, that's not the word, but like you encouraged me by giving me this additional community, this additional income from Patreon, and it's just pushing me to pursue my dreams in a way that I was, but I was feeling a little, I don't know, it's hard to want to invest so much into something that you're not sure about, and you guys gave me the confidence, so thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I've been working on kind of burnishing the rims a little bit to kind of make them a little smoother, and I find that this stone, this was one of my son's stones, really does a really good job of softening out and burnishing the rim of the mugs to make them really, really nice. So it's a finished mug body. It's definitely a little dry to attach handle, but I'm gonna do my best to kind of get the handle to be of similar texture and then do my best. So I'll try to re-wet this if I can, because attaching handles to this level, this is like overly leather hard, but I mean, just look at how nice that was. What a difference. So yay! If you want a clean hobby, this ain't one of them, folks. Not pottery. The fact that it takes that long, I cannot, you guys don't understand. If you don't do pottery, you would know that that normally takes me, I don't know, 5 solid minutes. What was that, 5 seconds? I just can't. How nice. It's just already centered. All right, and I thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for hanging out with me today. Thank you for being such an awesome supportive community. Thank you again to my patrons and to my YouTube members. And I really appreciate you. If you guys would like to become a patron or a YouTube member, all the information will be down in the description. And I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video.